Okay, my Instagram account name, my handle is Stephen.w with a underscore after the E, so it's STE underscore PHAN.w. Here we start with a poster of an onion that I came across. It looked very striking, so I took a photo and put it on Instagram. Then in the middle of towards the end of December, there was a lot of snow in Vancouver. I thought I should record how fast does how fast the snow melt. So I started around 9 a.m. here. The weight is visible on the scale, 152 grams, and so it took a few hours to melt away slowly but surely. And at the end, I don't show the scale, the weight on the scale anymore because it's not supposed to change. Now fettuccinis on commercial was it started like the name says, a pasta bar, a little restaurant where you can get pasta, and it was on the west side of Commercial Drive, 1179 Commercial Drive, and then they moved blocks south next to Havanas, except Havanas came later, I think. And so so they were around for 30 years, something like that. And then they closed down. The owner was in front of the place. And then, after it closed, we met him there, and he was happy to be asked about it, and he gave us this card here. Here is me and my daughters on around Kitsilano Beach in the rain in the evening. I call it a rainstorm. Here is my shoe in the front and my daughter's new shiny Converse in the back. Here, this actually doesn't show what you think you're looking at. What this is about actually is the container. The container looks, nice in this frame. When with a lid, you know what it actually is. It was a container for Ferrero Rocher, and 156 grams, all gone. And then you can still use the container which this photo was meant to show. Here's some puzzle pieces. Not sure what the final picture was for. Here's a ravioli making machine in the second-hand store, which I didn't buy. This is when I was watching. I'm not sure how easy it is to recognize this. I'm sure many people have seen this. This is when I was watching Doctor Strangelove from my DVD. And so this scene looked also pretty striking to me. So I took a quick photo with my camera of our LCD TV. Here is an equation I found on the internet, Google search results. I wanted to know, how much should one large egg weigh, and Google told me that one small egg is actually equal to one large egg, which is silly enough. So I took a photo. Here I took this. Here you see from one I don't know what you call this, a shape with four corners, which is can be arranged in many different ways. Here is an album in the same second-hand store, but we went back a few weeks later, and this one is what struck me about this was that we have this authentic music of the gay 90s, and I looked at the album a bit closer, and indeed this is the 1890s, so not the 1990s. So this is actually authentic music from I don't even know, and needless to say, I didn't recognize any of these names that are shown. This is another special thing from the same second-hand store, a recording of Porgy and Bess, and on the inset of the album they had this letter from George Gershwin to his publisher, Mr. Hayward, And this letter not only has his address there, 33rd Riverside Drive in New York, it also has his phone number in the middle of the screen. Trafalgar 7-0727. Here is when I came across a acronym being used, NES, and I looked up what can this acronym mean, and this is a small selection of what NES can stand for. I thought the never-ending story was the best one here. One more. Santa Barbara is a store on Commercial Drive. The Santa Barbara Market sign, and I took a photo because I wanted to find out when this sign was made, and so I thought if I take a photo. So this is pretty high. This is above the awning, so I couldn't really get any closer to see. So I thought if I take a photo with my camera, I can zoom in that way. But this is as good as it got, and so you can't read any numbers. But I thought the geometric arrangement here looks pretty interesting. It's there's symmetry and there's no symmetry. All right, there we are at the end of this.